Hey guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon. Today I'm out with Casey, and we're at this old house place that you see behind us. And we really don't know how old it is, but judging by the trees, the cedar trees, and he had an old map that you actually looked at that looks like it's going to be around 100 years old. So we're going to break out the Garrett Metal Detectors today, see if we can find some old coins and some relics, and hopefully we'll come up with something pretty cool. So y'all hang in there, and let's go see what we can find. It doesn't look like it's zinking, so I mean, get a date on it.
1984.
1984. It's older than me and you. We're winning, right?
We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We'll keep it.
Let's keep going. All right, y'all listen to this one. That sounds really good. I'm hoping for a dime. Let's find out. It's double beeping, so I don't think it's super deep. We'll find out. All right, I got my penny of the day. We're making our gas money back one coin at a time. Looks like it's going to be a 1974. We're getting closer. That's only 10 years off of silver. Huh. I'm going to get there. We're going to find silver today. I can feel it. Had a nice target. It sounded like a penny, but it was reading a little bit bigger. And I got what looks to be like some kind of little buckle. Looks like it may have been like silver washed a little bit at one point. I don't know. I'll do a little bit of cleaning up on it. May not be super old, but it's still pretty cool to find. And it means that this probably has not been metal detected. Here's the next target, guys. Old mason jar lid. Let's see if it was a ball. Yep, sure was. You can make it out right there. Ball mason jar. We'll take it. Get it out of the ground. The porcelain piece is still intact. Sometimes there'll be like a patent date around there. We'll have to clean it up and see later. All right, here's a tight signal right here. 8183, I'm calling a dime. Pinpoint small, definitely going to be a coin. I'm almost 100% sure. Let's find out together. Just snagged this one out, a nice 1964 penny, and it was right here by the front walkway of the house. So usually, if I find coins at an older home like this one, it's always right here by the sidewalk because that's where the kids played at. And they would roll the coins on the sidewalk or whatever, and they'd roll off into the grass and leave them. Now, the exciting part about that is 1964 is right where we want to be able to find a silver dime or quarter. So let's keep going. Maybe we'll find something here that's silver before it's over with. All right, I got a signal right here. It sounds like a quarter. Could be wrong. We're just going to have to dig it up and find out. It's ringing up on the apex though, around 85, 86. It is jumping, but there is a lot of nails in here, so I'm not going to let the jump kind of distract me from the target. So let's find out together real quick. Do a bit of a live dig. I told y'all before the last metal detecting video, it's kind of difficult to do metal detecting videos and hold your camera unless you put it on a tripod. Thankfully, Casey volunteered to hold the camera for me on this one.
Oh yeah, and if it's gold, we'll cut the video off.
Yeah, and then
to avoid the IRS. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that.
It's not a coin, I don't think. What is that? Is it a padlock? No, it's a tank. I found a tank while metal detecting.
That's
I think
what I'm talking about.
That's going to be the title of this video. Tank found while metal detecting.
It's got the turret and everything on it. Look at that.
I thought it may have been a little bit big. Got your number right there. Probably an old Mattel toy. Not what we're looking for, but it's pretty cool. We'll take it. You know, it's not a complete adventure archaeology video without finding at least one marble. There's a marble. It's seen better days, but it'll look nice in one of my mason jars, without a doubt. A lot of you may be wondering if you're a metal detector why we're not wearing headphones, and that's because we're just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you can kind of take a look around. There's no neighbors, there's nobody here to bother us. But when you wear your headphones, it kind of takes the part of being social out of metal detecting when you're with a buddy. It's harder to hear each other and talk back and forth. And me and Casey are both talkers, so that's why we're not wearing headphones today. We're going to spend a few more minutes here, and then we're going to go to a site that may be potentially over 250 years old. So let's spend a few more minutes, see if we can pull one more coin out of here, and then we'll be on our way. All right, we're at spot number 2 right now, and we were just climbing this hill, swinging the detectors, just trying to find any kind of signal. I had a signal that was right on top of the ground, and I kicked it. Look at that.
That's a good one.
That's definitely the age stuff that we're looking for. That's
cool.
Off of a horse.
I think that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen you find.
That's pretty cool right there, guys. So that's horse tack, and it was right on top of the ground. Now, this was a hunting club before the guy that Casey knows bought it, And so they probably cleared this with a bobcat and it came right off the top of the hill. Finding this right here though means that we probably need to spend a little more time here. We were just about to turn around and walk away, but man, that right there is a really good sign for us to find something. You can see that moss laying on top of it where it's been on top of the ground since they bobcatted this hill. That's crazy. So let's see if we can find something old, guys. That's got me excited. All right, guys, I got a good signal. We found the bridle right over there. Right here, I got another signal, and it is an axe head. I can't tell how old it is. God, it's got roots growing through it. Y'all got to bear with me for a second.
That looks old.
It does look old, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been there for a minute.
Look at that root right through the middle of it. There we go.
Yeah, we didn't plant that one.
Oh, look at that.
That's perfect.
Dude.
Let me zoom in on that.
My gosh. I think that's an old one. For you axe experts out there, usually more modern ones don't have that dip down like that.
Yeah, from what I've read about, they don't.
I think that's 1800s.
That's very old, you can tell.
It could be Civil War era, just like that bridle piece.
Yeah, hold it up again.
Yeah, check that out.
Wow.
Woo. That's a big piece too.
That is a big one.
That was a real man axe. That thing weighed a couple pounds.
He was swinging that bad boy.
Dude, that's cool, man. I think we're getting on the trail.
Oh yeah.
Thought I had a gun barrel for a second. Look, check that out. That is a hefty crowbar, guys. Digging a lot of these iron targets and the ones that are larger. I feel like we're really honing in onto this south site though. That's a pretty cool relic regardless. Heck, it may even be made by a blacksmith. It's hard to say. We'll try to clean it up a little bit though and get some more info off of it. See if we can date it. If any of you guys got an idea, let me know. Look at the, it's almost like knurling along the edge of that. So I don't know, that may not be as old. We'll just have to see. All right, so we've got where there was a structure, whether there was either a barn or a house here, we don't know. And we've started hitting signals and old glass and all kinds of stuff right here. We just found a huge square nail, and Casey just found this piece right here. We're not sure what this is.
It's got a shape to it.
Concaved.
Maybe a lock. You know, put a lock across. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, those don't match up.
It's heavy duty though, isn't it?
That's neat, whatever it is. Just picked this up too. This is on top of the ground, so we're finding a lot of iron relics, and we're wondering if this may have actually been a blacksmith shop. So the graveyard is actually on the far side of that field, way over there. We're gonna check that out here in just a minute too. This is gonna be a longer adventure, but we feel like we're getting onto it. I mean, we're getting. Oh, what do you got? Oh man, that was a jug, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's the bottom to it right there.
Golly. That's
Wow.
crazy to sit right on the surface like that.
Yeah, it looks like they came out here and got the fields ready and did some scraping, and they've uncovered a ton of glass. That's iron right there, piece to a tin.
Wow.
There's something good here, and that's what I was telling him is we're probably gonna have to really take our time and comb through all of this iron, but there's got to be a couple of really good relics left in this spot. All right, we are across that field now. We left our detectors back there on the wood line because we do not want anybody to think that we're swinging a metal detector in a graveyard. That's the epitome of scum, is doing that. Completely disrespectful. There's the first grave marker.
This is the newer one.
That's the newer one. It looks like that's one of the woodsmen of the world or whatever ones.
Yeah, this one's passed away in 1905.
So that's a 1905 grave marker. Which way do we go? You've been here before.
It goes this way, so I'm thinking, you'll start seeing as big as your head.
It's crazily grown up. Guys, for certain reasons, we're not going to show the names on the headstones because find a grave is an incredibly useful tool, but it also can be used against you. So if I show you the name on the graves, then what will happen is somebody will find a grave, the name on there, and then they'll know exactly where we're at if anybody's ever documented this spot. Yeah, and I don't know if this has even been documented. It may not have. We'll do a little bit of research. We'll take one of the names down and go search it and see if anybody's documented it on Find a Grave. We actually just spoke with the adjacent property owner who gave us permission to metal detect his property under one condition. If we find gold, we got to let him know. So that's pretty cool. He was a super nice guy. Said he's lived here his entire life. Okay, I'm starting to see more markers. That does look funny, doesn't it? Wonder if a tree did that. There's a headstone right here. Died 1886. Yeah, it looks like the further we go this way, the older they get. Also, they look like they're more decorative. There's just a stone right here. You got a stone markers. They did have, so everyone's aware, around 1,000 slaves on this plantation. And so some of these may be slave graves that have no markings on them. Very possible. Like this one right here. But that's definitely a headstone. There's a footstone.
I'll tell you that those were bigger than my head last time I was here. The picture was standing beside them. Look how they sunk.
Oh wow.
I'm not even kidding. They were above my head.
It's interesting how they put rock walls around them, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That was cool.
I'm just kind of taking my time and looking at these a little bit. 1850s. These have very, very interesting transcriptions on the headstones. We will come back and visit this. We're just not going to do it right now until we get through hunting. So it may be a couple months down the road. I don't know if y'all can see, like Casey was talking about, these right here were a lot taller. And you can see that the graves have sunk. 1823, wow. Now we're talking pre-Civil War, which is what we're really excited about, because one of the reasons we're out here is because of some really cool documents that Casey found, where there was a lot of really cool stuff out here. It wasn't just Civil War, it wasn't just plantation, it wasn't just some of the first areas for this entire community. That one snapped in half. Man, you imagine stumbling across this, walking through here. If you were a coon hunter out at night,
I would run.
You were chasing your dogs, and all of a sudden you stumble up into this. Woo!
I'd be gone.
Be spooky.
Yeah, I'm scared every day, but at night, that's not a different story.
That's a neat one right there. I will show y'all, like this right here. See, that one's been snapped in half. All you can see on it is the CE. That one right there was actually carved, but there's nothing on it. These down here, I mean, you're touching 1700s on some of this stuff. And for Alabama, that's just about unheard of. Look at that cedar tree right there. Wow, that's a big cedar tree.
Unfortunately, we got to cut the camera off on this one, but in future episodes, we'll show everyone. This is the most important one.
That one is right there? Yeah. That's to come, guys. Hate to tease y'all with this history, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. There's too many people out there looking for areas like this one. All right, guys, we've been at it for a pretty good while, and we covered a lot of ground. A lot of it's been in the woods, more so than the field, trying to actually find the old home site. I just got a target down there. It was pretty dang deep, and it's a hoe head. Thought that it may have been an axe, but I think it's an old one. I could be wrong, but this was probably gardened at one point in time for either corn or cotton or who knows what. It was a good spot because the creek's not far from here either. So our next venture here is probably going to be in the creek to rule that out and see if we can find the mill site that was attached to this farm at some point in the history of this particular plantation. So we'll just have to see. We're going to swing the detector between here and that far corner over there where we parked. See if we find anything between here and there. Guys, the rain actually shut us down for today, so we're actually heading in. I'm going to take just a second to show you all the items that we found. It wasn't a super productive day, but again, we were scouting 4,000 acres trying to locate a plantation home. So I think we got a good start on it and got a general idea of the direction that we need to head. If anybody's got anything that they know about this axe right here, if they know what type it is or how old it may be, I know that the eye hole and all that kind of stuff makes a difference. Drop a comment and let me know below. I do not know how to date that, but if I did, it would give me a general idea of if that area may be the older area. The bridle, the way that it's rusted, looks like it is much older. It almost looks like it's from the maybe mid 1800s, and that's what we were looking for. So that was a really good sign. We did find the other stuff at the house place. Tons of shotgun head stamps. A lot of them were the UMC, the ones that were around the turn of the century. Not what we were looking for, but overall, I had fun. It was a good day. We got to see some stuff and do some stuff that we don't typically do. If you enjoyed the video, be sure that you're subscribed, and we'll catch you guys in the next adventure.